gonna make a push to get that into there. Alright guys, got the first successful step here. She's out. Not the greatest story on the new one. There is a lot of burnt oil, sludge oil, whatever you want to call it, in the top of the heads. So I pulled the heads off. Pistons have a ton of carbon on them too. So now I'm debating whether or not to take the pistons and rods out of that guy, which are my China H-beams, and put them in there. I wasn't anticipating doing all that much, but if this thing was ran without oil, there's a good chance that that crank might be shot. So I know that this crank is good, so worst case scenario, I could take this crank and put it into that engine. This is what I was talking about. I mean, everything up here is just absolutely burnt. That one's burnt. That guy put together. Same deal as usual. Stock cast pistons, H-beam rods. If anybody wants to know what those look like, they look like those. So there you go. Factory versus my eBay H-beams. Got the Bill Hincher adapter on, bolted up. Got the new torque converter from my buddy Mike in place. Getting ready to shove that guy into there. Alright, so got it in there. The hardest part about doing this is that guy. He gets quite in the way of getting those transmission bolts in. But in order to get all the bolts in, you have to have this in there first. You can't put like a starter bolt and then do this. You have to do them all at the same time. Kind of a pain in the butt. Got the ARPs in there, getting ready to do the gaskets, set the heads. I've already got the oil filter back on. This mount is back on. Steering rack is tied back up. It's making progress. We're gonna call it a day here. Gotta go cook dinner for the family and get to bed early because I gotta work in the morning. But she's in. That's all buttoned up. What's left to do is torque converter to the flex plate, add fluids, the drains on the turbos, and grounds on that side, alternator on this side, and starter. Heat shields on the exhaust manifolds, and I think that's about it. Alright guys, it's now Wednesday, day 3 on the car, but it's been a couple days since the last clip. So I'm finishing up the last little bit of stuff here that I pointed out, and then we'll give her a fire, see where she's at. And then we're going to work on getting it to fire sequentially, which means it knows exactly what cylinder it's on for everything, and it fires injector and spark for each cylinder individually. Right now it's on bank to bank, so it's firing pairs as it goes down. So we're gonna get that straightened out, see if that don't help our timing issue. Alright guys, I got everything buttoned up. Grounds are all on, alternators on, starters on. Torque converter is bolted up to the flex plate. Check the fluids, put new oil in the engine. It's got 1.5 gallons of oil in it currently. Check the transmission, it's a little over full where it's sitting, but having the new torque converter in it, torque converter is going to take some of that volume out because the torque converter is only about half full, because you got to fill it up and put it on. You lose a little bit of fluid when you're doing that. So yeah, let's fire it up. swear I'm hearing air pass through here. I'm actually out of brake cleaner though, so I don't know if I'm actually hearing it. Alright, I did it once off camera, but I'm gonna do it again. Hold on. Oh, at any rate, it's firing sequentially. Oh, that's awesome. That may not have been it. So we're gonna try again. Hopefully it still starts up and I'm successful with sequential. Everybody, in the truck, heading out to Brent's. We're gonna see if we can't figure out a way to get the engine up on top of the converter and making some good boosts. Right now we're flashing to 3,000 and it's very, very slowly creeping above that, only making a couple pounds of boost, which is not good enough to launch on. So that's what we're doing out here. If the situation permits, we might get a couple dyno passes on it, but I'm not betting on that today. Just want to get the converter sorted out, getting up on the converter. It's a lot tighter. The old converter stalled, it flash stalled at about 4,000, and I could build boosts and take the converter up to pretty much whatever RPM I wanted. Now it's flashing to 3 grand and slowly climbing above that. Barely making boost. So big difference in this converter. Hopefully it works out for us in terms of putting all the power down, but we gotta figure out how to get into power so we can launch. I do have nitrous if we need to go that way, so that's what we're looking at. Alright guys, it's a busy day up at Brent's. They got Emilio's car on over there and Mr. Brian over here. I've got the converter coming up. Thanks to the suggestion by Sean, we got it going up to 4,500 RPM. It's only making about 5 pounds of boost though. So, trying to tweak a little more. Looks like I don't have to use the nitrous. If we can continue on this path though, it looks like I don't have to use the nitrous, so that's a good sign. So wait for the transmission to cool off, make another change, and we'll test it again. Alright guys, this is my third qualifier. I missed the second one. The first one didn't go so well. We put nitrous on the car. Get it up on the converter. This will be the first try with nitrous to get it on the converter and go. the last pass, the nitrous wasn't on. It is now. We're in eliminations though. I'm running up against Jay McLean, nitrous powered Camaro. He runs mid to low 4s in the 8. He's got me covered by quite a bit. Push me back. It's got to be the cooler.
What?
It's got to be the tranny coolers.
Yeah, it's all tranny fluid, but yeah. You want to take it over there?
You got tranny lines clear in the back?
The cooler's right in front of this tire. We need a gate. Alright, well, so much for that. Well, that sucked. That was a lot of effort. $100 for really no good data. Got the boost control set to where it's doing 25 pounds of boost, so that's good. Got the nitrous hooked up and figured out, so that's good. But it ain't working. It sucks. Everybody else is having a good time though. Are you having a good time?
Always.
That's Chris
Best
Illy.
time.
Just say. Yeah, that sucks. He went a 148 with a 660 foot last night. So, and I've been helping with this car for a while. So some things are good. This car's rocking, Derek's rocking. I'm not. So we're gonna stop there. We'll see if we can't do a test and tune or something. At this point in time, IFO Topeka, I'm gonna take it off the calendar. I'm not gonna do it. Next one will be Ice Cream Cruise. So look for you guys in at I-29 Dragway, I think is what it is. See ya.